I'm John Bishop, and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We've still got time. It's the match build up, uncensored. I'm looking at you. We've got Southampton at the weekend. Before we talk about it, if you're watching this on YouTube, click subscribe. Do it now. Yeah.
We're not starting again until you've done it.
You clicked it, yeah? Good, we'll carry on.
No,
they're lying. No, we'll carry on. Chris, we're in fucking good form so far. We're off the back of an ugly win, but a win nonetheless against Spurs. How important is it that we go with St Mary's, we keep this run going?
I think we're going to win 7-0.
No. That's not what I asked. Reel it back in again. Take that. Go back 95% if you will. Yes.
I think we're going to win 6-0.
Dad, how important is it that we keep this run of form going? I mean, considering how inconsistent.
Gerard's in the press, isn't he, today, saying how we've got to try and win every game to sort of sneak in the back door and qualify for Europe. And basically that's what we all want, is that we want us to go on that kind of a run, frighten everyone and maybe finish above Everton, possibly sneak a 5th position and get into Europe. You know, that's what the players will be looking for now, and I'm sure that every fan wants that as well.
Yeah, I think Aubrey, typically though, this is having got some good results. We've scored more goals than anyone in 2013, apparently.
More shots than any team in Europe.
More shots than anyone who's ever played football. We are the form team in 2013, but this is the kind of game that we this season we go away and lose.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Because it's Rodgers' first season, because it's a relatively new young side. There's loads of tests until only I think Ferguson's the one where you go, it's his 4th team round and he's been there for that long that he doesn't have tests. This test is, do you go away to a team where you're expected to win and win? Yeah. Because I was looking at the league and we haven't done well against the top teams. If we'd have just beat fucking West Brom at home and Villa at home, who are nowhere near the top teams, we'd be fucking in 4th.
Yeah.
And you're like, that shows that you can get Champions League football without beating the top teams. You just have to beat everybody else below you and let them take points off each other. Those draws against the top teams that we got in that run, City away, Arsenal away, would have been enough for us to do, and Tottenham at home.
Yeah.
So that this are the 2 biggest blights in our season. So of when you look at it in a post-mortem, are Villa at home, West Brom at home. It's not the fact that we didn't do Man U or Arsenal.
Yeah. This
is another one of them, isn't it? We've just done Tottenham, we've just finally beat a top 4 team, and we're going to go away to Southampton, relegation mire. They've just not done that great against QPR.
Yeah, and completely fuck it up. Interestingly,
so,
for those wondering, since Southampton have moved to St Mary's, we've only beaten them once. I thank Dave, top stat man on this one. We've only beaten them once. All other results have ended in a 2-0 defeat to them.
How many times have we played them then?
Several.
Dave?
5 or 6.
5, so yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I did have that, but I chose not to add that into the stats. Thanks, Chris. Every week. Every week.
What was the...
There's no acne, it's normally him who fucking drops us in the shit.
What was the name of the Scottish guy that they had? It was the year they got
Graham Souness.
No. Much sooner than that. Awful manager, it was one of those appointments. Do you know the Reading have sacked the manager and they're going to put someone in now? We just knew it was bad, but we got beat 2-0 by them. That was just one of the worst games I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks once again, Aubrey, for your Southampton.
Why haven't you got any Southampton stats?
Fucking, I have, just not them. Let me do the stats, and then we'll fucking talk. I'll ask you to talk around them. In the Southampton played 14 at home, won 4, drawn 5, lost 5, scored 19 and conceded 17. Form guide then, their last 6, lost, draw, win, lost, draw, which is 5 from 18. Their last 6 at home, win, lost, draw, win, loss was 8 from 18. Chris, I mean, the thing about Southampton, they've got some good players there, and when you look at these supposed weaker teams, I actually look at their side and I look at, you got Shaw at left back, they've got gaston Ramirez, the man who wasn't linked with Liverpool, no matter what you think, but he was linked with Liverpool.
There was just no chance of happening.
Rickie, Lambert, even the likes of puncheon, the players who cause problems, they've actually got some talent in that side.
Yeah, you know, and they try to play football the right way as well, don't they? You know, one of these new breed of teams that comes up from the Championship and decides to play football, and fair play to them, like. And
they've not been shit, which is normally what happens. Like West Brom tend to come up and try to play attacking football, Crystal Palace, and go straight back down again. No, they've actually done it. I mean, they spent the money, haven't they, in that, and that's a positive.
I'd love a player like Lambert at our club as a backup striker. Someone like him would be sort of really good for us, I think.
I think all three of them you could fix pretty much all of Liverpool's squad deficiencies with, is it Luke Shaw?
Luke Shaw, the left
back, Gaston Ramirez and Rickie Lambert. There's your left back, your attacking midfielder, and your other centre forward that you've been crying out for.
To go down and pick the bones.
So we'll have to beat them then.
Yeah, well that's it. Like God, more makes it even more vital that we beat them. A quick look at Rickie Lambert, the Dangerman focus. He started 26 games this season, 3 as a sub, 12 goals, 4 assists, created 62 chances, shooting accuracy 51, chance conversion of 20%, and clear cut of 67, which is excellent indeed. And he's absolutely amazing at taking penalties as well. So we can't really be letting them get a pen, which pretty much goes without saying for every team, but in this instance definitely not. Okay, we've got a trivia question for you this week. Who was the last player to score for Southampton against Liverpool? Answer at the end of the show. Don't give it away. If you know it, don't give it away. Chris, how do you think we should approach this one, formation and or personnel wise?
I think we should go with the normal formation, the normal personnel, to be honest.
What do you mean the normal? Well, the question is, formation-wise, do we go with this 4-4-2/4-2-4 that we've had the last couple of weeks, or do we go back to the 4-3-3 that we've had
I'm liking the Suarez behind Sturridge at the moment, and Coutinho and Downing up front, and I think that sets the formation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think those players are playing well, and they should continue to play like that. If you want to give someone a rest, I think maybe it's Lucas. This week, I think maybe a Henderson or an Allen for Lucas wouldn't be.
Well, Allen.
Henderson maybe for Lucas wouldn't be a bad move. But other than that, I think we should go out there and try and snot them.
Well, interesting to note, Jonjo Shelvey played the holding role for the under-21s against West Ham. I wonder whether that's another thing of, well, we definitely need cover for Lucas. Dad, we've always needed cover for him, and all of a sudden our actual cover for him, as much as
I don't think he's played that many games this season that he needs to rest. Particularly, we've only got 9 games left. I'm looking at him playing his best side, every game from now. And I think Sturridge and Suarez obviously now pick themselves, don't they? For no matter Sturridge didn't play that well, but that's something you've got to persevere with that avenue if he's fit, particularly with his pace.
Yeah.
And obviously it's whether and how much he uses Coutinho. I mean, he's obviously looking brilliant when he's played up to now. Is he being a bit careful with him, but more or less, we more or less know the players he's going to be choosing from. With the 12 or 13, he's going to be juggling with.
Most definitely. I mean, the only major worry we've got, Aubrey, is that again, we don't know whether Pepe Reina's going to be fit enough, which means potentially Brad Jones, which is always we've talked about this in part 1 of Subscriber Show. That's a concern, isn't it? He would very much still be the weak link in that side if he has to.
Well, undoubtedly, if you ask me what team and what formation, I'm with your dad. Play our best team, 9 games, win all 9, and hopefully we can be in Europe or aim to win all 9.
Like that.
But you don't change a winning team unless Pepe Reina comes back and Jones. You don't touch the rest of the outfield.
No.
But and you got to be worried about Jones. I'll be a bit worried about Jones because we're a bit fragile at the back at the best of times, and Jones is not as good a keeper as Reina. And he's likely to make a mistake, isn't he?
No, I agree with everyone there. I think whether it is a variation on 4-2-4 or 4-3-3, you can't drop Stuart down because he's in the form of his Liverpool career so far. Sturridge, because you need to be able to stretch the play going on. I imagine it's a bigger than normal pitch at St Mary's. It's a new build, isn't it? And you want to play good football. I'm hoping that Southampton, because they try to play football, they will try.
They're more likely to play football. I know they've had a couple of decent defensive performances away from home. I think they got drawn in the Norwich, I think, the weekend when they missed a penalty, and didn't Ferguson say that was the best performance he'd seen at Old Trafford? I don't know, but that was just him.
Just didn't beat it.
Just
Prick as always. Like,
I think at home you would expect them to try and play their football.
They've got to. They've got to look at every home game.
And if that's the case, then we've got a really good chance if we put our best team in.
Most definitely. I just have to give a quick one last plug to our DANGERMAN competition. The books have actually arrived thanks to the wonderful people at Headline Publishing. We have 6. Read them. But you can't read them unless you win them. 6 copies of DANGERMAN's book, the DANGERMAN, to give away. If you're watching this on YouTube, just click the annotation and go and watch our DANGERMAN video. Answer the very simple question contained within that video. Leave your answer in the comment section underneath to win, being with a chance of winning them, one of them for fuck all. Also, we've got another quick fire round coming up. If you want to watch week 3 of that was very, very entertaining. Do check that out on the YouTube channel. So before we round up, let's have some score predictions, please. Aubrey?
2-0 to us.
Okay. Dad?
Yeah, I'll go with that. 2-0.
3-1 to us.
1-0. 1-0 to Liverpool. Not because, again, as my weekly justification, which I know you love so much.
Sitting there
Benson.
waiting for it, like.
You wait with bated breath. We just need to win this game. I don't care how we do it. It doesn't matter if it's a stiggy deflected 1-0 goal. We just need to keep this run going. So yeah, hopefully 1-0. Do let us know your score predictions. Do let us know your starting line of predictions. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave it in the video comment section underneath. If you're watching it on the subscriber show, then tweet us at the Redmen TV. If you're watching on YouTube, go and subscribe. Why not? What else have you got to do this weekend?
Just to the YouTube channel. You don't have to subscribe to our website.
So we'll do that as well. 2 hours of content every week, plus hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in the archive for you to watch. Free for the month to try it out on redmentv.com.
800 hours worth of fucking content on the website or something.
How have we done that? I have no idea, but it was good fun. So go and check that out. Anyway, yes, that we're going to wrap up for part 1 and part 2. It's going to be Ask the Redmen. We're going to be answering some more of your more sensible questions, followed by some more of your not so sensible questions in the quick fire round. So we hope to see you there. Thanks very much for watching, and right, bollocks. The answer to the trivia question, which I know you've all hung around this long for, was Peter Crouch in the 2-0 drubbing after the FA Cup tie against Burnley in 2005. For the full context of it, thanks very much, Dave. Yeah, so the last player to score for Southampton against Liverpool was Peter Crouch. There you go. If you got it right, congratulations. If you didn't, you've clearly forgotten that you can just Google the answer to things. Anyway, see you next week.